Um, I have someone who's very special. He's been wonderful to work with. For me, he's been on the board, so I've gotten to know Peter a bit, and just a wonderful gentleman. So this year's Hall of Fame inductee is Peter G. Martin, Schneider Electric. I want to share a few words about his accomplishments. I think it's important to do that. Peter, by the way, was nominated actually in 2016, but he recused himself from the award because he was chairman of the MCA at the time. Now, we had heard that President Trump was not happy about his recusal. He is still tweeting about it to this day, but Peter, being the honorable man that he is, he really held his ground and took himself out of the running. No, but in all seriousness, Peter's had an amazing history, and just reading his accomplishments is quite impressive. He joined the Foxborough Company 30 years ago. He has worked in a variety of positions in training, engineering, product planning, marketing, and strategic planning. He has held positions of VP of Marketing, as well as Chief Marketing Officer for Invensys Manufacturing and Process Systems. He currently serves as Vice President of Strategic Ventures for Schneider Electric in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Dr. Martin has a BA in Mathematics from Nason College and a Master's in Mathematics from University of Rhode Island, and an MA degree in Administration and Management from Columbia Pacific University. But that wasn't enough. So Peter went on to get a Master of Biblical Studies from Newberry Seminary, and finally a PhD in Industrial Engineering from the University of Herisau, and a second PhD in Biblical Studies from Newberg Seminary. So quite a combination of engineering and biblical studies. Some of his technical developments and contributions to our industry: Martin is known for patented dynamic performance measures approach. Dynamic performance measures, or DPMs, provide process control operators in industrial manufacturing plants, such as refineries, chemical plants, power plants, etc., with immediate feedback on how their actions impact plant profitability, and in effect, turning workers into profit watchdogs. Companies that have adopted Martin's DPM approach have reported striking results. A couple of examples: Dynergy Midstream Services reduced their operating expenses by $58 million and maintenance costs by $7 million the first year. And another example is India's Reliance Corporation saved millions of dollars at its world-scale Jamnagar refinery and petrochemicals complex. In addition, Dr. Martin has also authored numerous published articles and technical papers, and has written 2 books, Bottom Line Automation and Dynamic Performance Measurement: The Pathway to World-Class Manufacturing, both published by ISA. He has also co-written a book entitled Automation Made Easy: Everything You Wanted to Know About Automation and Need to Ask. So if you haven't picked that up, please do. Dr. Martin holds patents for system and method for real-time activity-based accounting, services portal, and real-time safety profitability system and method. And finally, Peter was also named 2002 Fortune Magazine Hero of U.S. Manufacturing, which is quite impressive. Fortune Manufacturing Heroes are individuals who, through innovation and entrepreneurship, have slashed costs, sped in automation, and developed products of exceptional quality and reliability. So, without further ado, please warmly welcome Peter Martin, our latest Hall of Fame inductee.
Thank you very much to all of you, and Barrett, thank you very much. And I am truly honored. The first thing that goes through my mind is, how honored I am by MCAA to recognize me in this way. I appreciate it, but I also feel a little bit like a cheat, picking this up and getting this recognition, which I do appreciate. And the reason I feel a little bit like a cheat is because this recognition really shouldn't just be for me. When I start looking back, and where did you get those pictures, by the way? I like that mustache I used to have, but when it went gray, you couldn't see it anyway. So when I think back on my career, the things that were accomplished weren't really accomplished by me. They were accomplished by numbers of people. I just happened to be the one that got the recognition for them. When I came into industry as what would have been a millennial back then, not quite a millennial anymore, but when I came into industry, I was not a control engineer. I was not an instrument engineer. I was a mathematician. Didn't know a whole lot about the industry, and the people that I worked with that were in my position today, the people who were getting ready to retire, made sure that I understood what was going on. It was amazing. This industry was so helpful. Everybody would help you move forward. And, I wouldn't have really moved forward the way I did without the help of people like Ed Bristol and Greg Shinsky and some of the folks from the Foxborough Company who chose to try to make me understand what it was this industry does. But at every step along the way, it was other people. And one of the things I learned in my career, which again is a little bit cheating, is if you listen to other people carefully, even if they don't know you're listening at times because you talk too much, but if you listen to other people carefully, they will move you forward. They'll do things that are remarkable. People come up with remarkable things, and I guess I got credit for a lot of that. And it's unfair, but I still appreciate it, even though it's unfair, I got to tell you that. But I do want to thank all those people I worked with during my career. It was wonderful. I want to thank all of you. It's been a great honor and pleasure working with MCAA the past number of years. It's been very enjoyable. You're a good group. I try to, at lunch and breakfast, sit with different people every time I go down there just to get a feel for the group. And it's a remarkable group that's in a leadership position in our industry and needs to move the industry forward, as we've been discussing all week. But anyway, I don't want to take too much time. I do want to thank you all for the recognition, and I truly appreciate it. And thank you to MCAA.